Hey guys. Hey guys, this is Kristy Robinette, and I hope that you are doing great. Um, I have a cat tail. Um, I took this week off from the office. Off is kind of not necessarily the right word because I've been more busy here than as if I were in the office, trying to get a lot of different projects completed. I have two books that are due at the exact same time, and I'm trying to at least get one of them completed before that deadline date so I can work on the other. And then I'm working, I feel like I've been saying this forever on a fiction series that seems to take back seat to a lot of the other projects. The last couple days, I've been waking up at 1 in the morning in pure panic. Can't breathe, hyperventilating, um, having just a lot of anxiety, and that's not typically me. So, I, there's a lot going on in my life, but nothing that's bad per se. Just a lot of changes. And so this morning, when I had the incident happen, I got up out of bed. I went into my family room, took some deep breaths, did a hypnotherapy CD that I had on my phone, or an MP3 or whatever you want to call it, and put some stress free oil on and tried to kind of work through it. If you've never had anxiety, and honestly, this is not typically me, it can be really debilitating. And I guess I wish I knew why I was having it. I'm not. I posted earlier that it feels like it's more universal than what's going on in my life. But then I don't know. I really honestly, I'm not so sure. I decided to take some chances though today and work through that stress and anxiety by putting myself out there some more. So let's cause a little bit more stress. But I had been contacted a couple times by some different lifestyle type online journals or magazines asking if I would write for them, and I just haven't had the time. And it's something that I really would like to do though. You have to audition for it, you have to send writing samples, and I haven't had the time to really gather any of that. And I felt as if maybe I was afraid that even though they came to me, that they were going to say no after I submitted everything. And I'm trying to come from a place of yes. I'm trying to not, because what's the worst that they can say? They can say no, and it can open more doors to, different areas, to different places. So I sat down for about an hour and I gathered a bunch of writing material that I had not submitted through my blogs or through my newsletters, and I submitted those to these different lifestyle news blog places. I've always wanted to be a writer. That's something that I love to do, and I love to inspire, and hopefully they can merge together and into one. So we'll see. I'm kind of like, I keep checking my email to see if they've responded back, which is really bad because that watch pot that never boils. I need to stop doing that. I also we're in the process of becoming pre-qualified for a house possibly. And again, I'm coming from a place of yes, because I've been putting it off and saying, look, I'm self-employed. There's no way that anyone's going to give me a mortgage, even though I've got a mortgage and I'm paying for it and all that fun stuff. I finally decided, okay, after this Mercury retrograde was over, I was going to start taking some chances. And so that's another thing that I'm kind of anxiously awaiting what that final verdict says. And we really don't have a house per se that we are looking at, but we wanted to see what they were going to gift us to look at, so we kind of had a gauge. So, been doing that. So there's a lot of stressful things that are on our plate. Connor, my son, is off at his job for a couple weeks, and Michaela, my daughter, is here. Her husband deploys this week, And so I guess maybe I do have a lot on my plate. And then Connor texted me and said, "Hey, you know those wisdom teeth that I got taken out? Yeah, they've come through." So apparently he had two sets and no one told us. He had a lot of problems with the extractions. So yeah, so that's a lot of fun. And he's gone for a couple weeks. So like I called the dentist and they're like, "We want to see him now." And I'm like, "Well, it's gonna have to wait for 2 weeks." And I said, "All right, well we'll see him in 2 weeks." Beautiful here in Michigan. We are expecting storms this evening, though, but it is in the 80s. I thought I had a kitty next to me. I guess she got up and left. Um, I have a sinus infection. Chuck's got a sinus infection too, and he's dying. Not really, but I don't know. When men go through any illnesses, why it's so much worse than when a woman is going through something is beyond me. Thank God you guys don't have to go through labor. Thank goodness. Because I just don't think you would make it. No, I'm thinking you might not. Um, I sent through, there's just a lot going on. I sent through a oracle card reading, so I hope that you guys saw that. The results are on my blog. Facebook only allows so much on there, and so that is the easiest place for you to go and see what your card means meant. I'm an English major. I got this. And I've got no plans this weekend. I actually am working this weekend. And we're heading kind of out of town for work and then heading back into town for work. And this next week, I'll be at the Wicked Table. It is a sold out event, but I have updated my website for new events. And I'll be updating for some more new events real soon. And pretty much 2016 is pretty much completely filled with appointments. So if you are looking to see me this year, you definitely will want to schedule that ASAP. If not, it will be 2017. So I can only do so many people in a day. I really honestly, typically I have 4 to 5 clients a day, and it's that I used to only be able to do 2 to 3 because of I have fibromyalgia and I have lots of different autoimmune things, but I've been really progressing real well with that, with lots of different eating better and not drinking pop and all that stuff. So that has been given me the opportunity to add more clients. But really that's all I can do, because see how I'm talking? I do that for like 4 or 5 hours straight, and it is exhausting. So if you've ever done that before, it's mentally exhausting and it becomes physically exhausting. And then tuning into the other side, it it's just a lot. So I love what I do, no complaints, but I'm just letting you know. I had someone the other day say, "You must not be in the office very often." And I'm like, "I am in the office a lot." So it's not that I'm only in there a couple times a month, I guess. I'm there often. Um, Lots of grad parties. We had Father's Day the other day. Chuck, we took him out to breakfast at Big Boy because he loves Big Boy. And we went out to breakfast with his one daughter. And then today we went to lunch with his other daughter. Just everyone's been busy. I think the older you get, I don't want to say it means less, but it's you're a mom or you're a dad, and that's an everyday thing. So it's not necessarily special. I don't know. Is that cynical? Maybe a little bit. So I'm rambling. I just wanted to check in with you. I know that I haven't done a Facebook Live in a while because I have been home, and it's the kitties. They're sleeping right now. They're all napping right now. And Chuck decided to go to the comic book store, and my dad, I think, is napping. So I had and the kids aren't here. The kids, I don't really have kids. I have kids, but I don't really have kids. The kids are not here. So I don't normally get a second of time to just myself. So I'm going to go back to writing, and I hope that you guys are doing great and that you continue to take chances and come from a place of yes. And if you do get that no, it just means that there's something better that's coming for you. So I believe in you. Take care.